heroes, so it's still probably SEC mid, but
yeah. We've seen the odd Enchantress mid, and KP did go mid on Enigma, so maybe that's the option. That is definitely a hero that would win against Shaker. Good luck getting a totem hit on him when he has any points in Untouchable.
True.
You've got a range advantage, but I don't know. That's at like level 3, level 4. Once Shaker gets leveled, the lane gets more and more difficult. Roger up top taking a lot of harass. He doesn't have Shadow Realm. This is going to be a kill for KP, who's got the movement speed advantage. Roger trying to juke in the trees. He tangos through. KP gets the first blood, and Pasha could not dive the tower for the kill. Well, he could, but
what they were getting out of the top lane is certainly a good trade-off here.
Yep.
Kaka's going to get caught. It gets rooted as well. Wave of Terror, some right clicks perhaps, but not that much follow-up.
Didn't get the full-on fissure block here. Roger's going to go for the Shadow Realm hit.
They need a ward.
Going to get out the wave. Will give some vision, and nicely done.
That was great. Then they save a ward. Don't have to use a ward for the vision. A little bug damage on Faith. He's very likely, yeah.
Back at mid though, Roger has been caught by S.C. The Cursed Crown gets dodged. Nicely done by S.C. using the Remnant for that
great bottle charge.
Vulnerability.
And he doesn't want to chase out of the Remnant, so great save there. And he also bottles an Invis. This is a super good grab. 3 points in Enchant, 3 points in Aftershock, and he's going in for it. Uses Enchant out of safety range. The Sentry's not going to spot this if he runs straight up, so see if SCC...
Oh, he's on the creep wave. Oh, there's the Echo Slam after the totem. Easy peasy, says VP no.
Follow-up, probably get a kill. A little mistake, but sometimes in those moments, hard to notice everything around you going on.
Pretty even on gold right now, even though the kills do favor VP. Mid lane. Going in on Shaker, 3-man vision. Bramble Mesa followed up. Shaker, though, going to get deleted by KP with the Impetus. Says C in some trouble here, so the silence did land, and he just couldn't find a way out of there. KP still throwing these big, chunky nukes, as it will just be a mid lane for mid lane exchange.
Pretty even across the board. Slightly better for the Radiant side. They got more experience, but also cost him, you know, a little bit of Remnant. I guess they're mostly full. It'll be okay here. Yeah, nice. Queuing up BOTs next too, so it's maybe the more old style of BOTs.
Okay. Yeah, we've seen, I feel like, more of a trend towards going back to the treads and getting a bit tankier. PL.
Great Hex. This should be a kill, I think. They get the
Impale to follow it up, and there's a Remnant. He's an S.C. making sure they get the kill. Kaka, right place, the right time. This guy plays a sick Lion. Not many
tier 1 towers, and that hero just there definitely made things harder. And now they're all mid, hitting buildings.
Yeah. VP want this tier 2 tower. Ramps with an Aegis, kind of just frontlining here. Blink in, Impale Finger on Solo. That's not going to do anywhere near enough damage. With the Terrorize back at mid, KP in trouble. Enchantress goes down, couldn't effectively use any of his items. Didn't glimmer drums or anything. Ember also dies in the mix. Ramses with both those kills, and Pasha even finishing off Faith at the end.
Jeez.
Very nicely done by VP, who suddenly have a 6k gold lead and are going to poke onto the high.
Or they just really didn't like those little RPs, dude. Jump in, looking for a kill.
Yep, there we go. BKB comes up just in time from Pasha.
Great Terrorize once again. Go down in. Moogie's back in. Solo gets cleaned up. CM ulti is doing some damage here. Can they fall off? Yes. Dark Willow likely to fall.
That's a good sign when there's a CM ult doing damage in a team fight. Not good heads up play though. They do give it to him and let him clear the creep wave. They got him back 1500 health almost. Does get Hex on the high ground here. Should still be okay. Terrorize gonna catch a couple, and this is just being used to hit the melee racks here.
No glyph.
Not the longest of cooldowns. 60 seconds without the Terrorize though, and they feel like they just need to prioritize buildings and focus down, brought back. Weaver needs to be careful. No time left. Does it? BKB has to pop it immediately. Does do so. Is he going to finish the racks or is he going to go for the heroes? Takes the melee racks. Forward goes the Earthshaker. Refreshes as well. Use one Echo Slam. Has a second if he needs it. PL is there, but the problem is this PL is going to push him back, and Earthshaker getting very low in the process. Solo doing what he can, but it's going to go down, as well as Roger. The chase is on. Ember ball back. He goes straight into a Hex. He doesn't have the A. S.C. Oh no, what are you thinking? And right on cue, Roger's there. Gives them the whatever it is, the Lakad.
That's the moment they've been waiting for all game. Is finally a big team fight win. They got more out of their opponents, and their opponents got out of them. I mean,
you know, at least somewhat under control, and then find the one and address the ones that aren't.
Newbee might get caught here. They are moving across the map. They've got Ward's a good spot. They got Vision. Great swing from Kaka though.
Catches both supports, and immediately the Impediment should finish off the bench here. The Terrorize comes out, Lion goes down here, but the rest of the Newbee side in okay shape until the Echo Slam comes out on the PL. The PL will get completely destroyed by this. Has buyback, but Doesn't want to just throw it away immediately as KP will get finished off as well. That's a gem. And
it's insane. That's 50% more vision at nighttime. And they're going to find Solo, actually. This looks pretty bad for him, but his whole team's here.
KP gets the Hurricane Pike up, pushes him back. There's going to be the Blink Echo Slam coming out, catches 2 Kaka. Aeon just procs, so keeps him alive a little bit longer. Just trying to use all his spells before he goes down. Succeeds in doing so. The PL needs to get in there. Does get on top of the bench. Solo getting very low here. There's no more Echo Slam to deal with his Phantom Lancer. Illusions absolutely everywhere. Moogie luckily his DD's one off. The no one vision catches a lot. Now comes out the Hex. They've caught the PL. He's hexed up. He's got no escape. He's dead, as is the Enchantress. The buyback from SCCC is nice, but it's too little too late. They've lost their cause, and they do not have buyback. It should be the end for Newbee, unless SCCC can do something miraculous, and I just don't think he has it in the tank.
They're high ground, they're all alive, and so many dead heroes means minimum mid racks, probably bot racks, probably top racks, and
probably GG.
The Ember of today, you have to buy so many defensive items to be effective. Like Aeon Disc was good for the hero, but in the same vein, offensive ganking items are also just better.
Yep.
So it's like you have to just buy all these items that mean that you don't scale damage-wise. You're kind of like a utility guy, and he just never really was able to contribute enough to these team fights.
Well, it was a drawn-out victory for VP.